I say all praises and honor to Yahweh, Barashem Yahushai, Barashem Rakakadash, and double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to all our brothers and out here push his throat. In our sincerity and in our honesty, this is brother from James Jamaica Camp, Yashamai,
Ashar,
Iwar,
and Dawabar.
You know, and this evening, tonight, one of my video, you know, famine. You see, because, you know, we're approaching the time of famine. You know, and famine are basically part of, you know, Bible prophecy that will take place. You know, we're approaching the time now when famine is going to take place worldwide. You know, from the whole coronavirus thing start from February or March. You know, the people who are out in Jamaica have been speaking about famine. Our shortage of food start to hear about. And now, you know, it's, as the day go by or the month go by, more and more here, you know, about the shortage of food. So we're heading straight into famine. You know, and the east side of them, you know, the one basically bring forth this famine. The Lord, you know, and basically use east side of them, and the left hand side basically bring forth this famine. You see, it's basically fulfilled Bible prophecy. You know, and a lot of people, even out in Jamaica, you know, right across the world, you know, are basically die of famine because people said that. You know, a lot of people going to die of famine. You can bring on to brother in second is 16 and 21.
Oh,
yeah, no, respect.
16 and 21.
Yeah, 16 and 21.
Victual cheap. Alright, this is 2 Ezra 16 verse 21. It says, Behold, victual shall be so good, cheap upon the earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case, and even then shall evil grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion.
See, what sword, famine, and great confusion? I will live in that time, you know, when the greatest confusion will take place right now. You know, in this wicked society we live in right now. You know, all different type of madness here, to the highest level that take place right now. What?
So for many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine.
God, so say, many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and we are approaching, you know, the famine now, you know, swiftly and speedily. You know, based on how things that we've been seeing happening, you know, come up to this time. God. So she say, many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and famine are a terrible way to die.
And the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy.
And the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. You know, the weapon, machete, the knife, the gun, you know, the disease, you name it. So if you escape the famine, you're going to get put to death another way. See, my brother?
This is Ezekiel 6 verse 12. He that is far off shall die of pestilence.
He that is far off shall die of pestilence and diseases. Go on.
And he that is near shall fall by the sword.
Go on.
And he that remaineth and is besieged shall die by the famine. Thus will I accomplish my fury upon them.
Go on. So all who in the city are going to die of famine.
This is an article from Times News.com, published 18th August 2020. It says North Koreans ordered by Kim Jong-un to hand over pet dogs for meat amid food shortage, say report.
Right.
And then also down in North Korea and them place them known for them have a high consumption rate for dog food and China, you know? Yeah. The Moabites
love the dog meat, you know?
Dog meat,
keep them dog feast, you know?
Yeah.
I know we in that time are short of food.
It says dog meat is considered a delicacy in North Korea and parts of South Korea. But imagine having to hand over your pet dog to the meat shop. This traumatic order has come from Kim Jong-un reports. You've seen? So basically is a special commodity dog meat down there in China and Korea, North Korea and them place. It's a special dish. But guess what? It's like them around shortage. So people who have them pet dog, if you hand them over now. See? Yeah. It says the Kim Jong-un the North Korean leader has been running a near dictatorial regime in North Korea and issuing this bizarre diktats. He says his nuclear missile program have caused sanction to be heaped up upon the state, and people have no say under his regime. He says now as food crisis hits North Korea.
Can food crisis in North Korea? You have, last month I believe you have our MP out here, agriculture MP. Most Joe, I think I Juna MP. I said we don't have a food problem out here in Jamaica. You know, despite the whole COVID-19 thing, we don't have food shortages, and this is what takes place right across the world. But our leaders out here, you know, somehow we claim to say, no, we don't have food shortage. Is if even the food shortage right now, it's gonna happen. Because it's taking place right across the world, and Jamaica, you know, highly depend power imported food though.
The scripture said that nothing new under the sun. Because things are happening already. As the scripture said, things are earning for forth and working for learning. See? So these are things that were happening in the past. See? And the scripture said these things are going to come again. And it will come more horrific. See?
Now what then?
Yeah.
Gone.
This is 2 Kings 6 verse 25. And there was a great famine in Samaria, and behold, they besieged it until an ass was sold for 80 pieces of silver.
Can a ass that means a donkey head? Can sell for 4 pieces of silver. One.
And the fourth part of a cub of dove dung for 5 pieces of silver.
Can.
And as the king of Israel was passing by upon the wall, there cried a woman unto him, saying, Help me, O Lord, O King, my Lord, O King. And he said, If the Lord do not help thee, when shall I help thee?
So if the Lord help you, right, Chalo, I help thee.
Out of the barn floor, or out of the wine press? And the king said unto her, What aileth thee? And she answered, This woman said unto me, Give thy son, that we may eat him today, and we shall eat my son tomorrow.
So you know them plan basically eat one son today, and tomorrow they eat another son.
That's how grievous the famine was in the land.
Sure what happened back then, you. Famine that take place back then. And this famine are greater than all the famine back then. Greater even this one I brother read about. It's the one we basically we're approaching right now. Go on.
So we boiled my son and did eat him. And I said unto her on the next day, Give thy son, that we may eat him. And she had hid her son.
Can hide her son, she don't want to eat for her son. After she helped the next woman
eat for her son.
Yesterday, eat for her son. When she basically cook for her son, she don't want to cook it. So this is an account to show you what basically take place back then, and this one go worse.
Hey, and then we check levels now. Like people over here fast asleep, man, and them now look into these things and say, boy, hey, take North Korea and them place as an example. Because the same thing I got over here in the west. See? Over here in the west that happened, because when this food shortage come and the famine started, all who store food, see? The government are gonna confiscate your food, man. Because a lot of things that them don't know, say you hoard up food for the day of doom or the day of destruction, man. See? Every time a crisis, the government know. Them been watching you, all who do it. See?
And most of them people out here in Jamaica are ridiculous, yeah? Right? A while back you have this woman say your Jamaica can't run out of food.
Yeah, can.
Right? Can. Just yapping out of her mouth without knowledge.
Just lean that upon your own understanding. See?
Say Jeremiah 16 verse 4, they shall die of grievous death.
You can start actually 8 million. So.
Verse 3, it says, For thus saith the Lord concerning the son and concerning the daughters that are born in this place, and concerning their mothers that bear them, and concerning their father that begot them in this land, they shall die of grievous deaths.
They shall what? Die of grievous deaths. You know, we're basically grievous to go back to a disease. So after these young youths, you know, and young girls gonna die of diseases, you know. Because you're gonna have a lot of diseases released. You know, we believe, you know, inside them, you're gonna release all these diseases they have in place. What them call CDC, Center of Disease Control. I go all out. And the scripture tell you, Revelation 12 and 12 tell you. So the devil know you have a short time and come down unto you having great wrath. So he's going to go all out you. Man, you know, every single thing when you got to go and use it, man. So this destruction going to be the greatest. You know, Jeremiah tell us, Jeremiah 30 and 7 said, you know, none like this. The time we're approaching right now, the time of Jacob's trouble, none can compare to this, yo. Because he's going to go all out. Every single thing we're going to use, yo.
Right,
they come out losing power unto us, yo. The Israelite. What?
They shall die of grievous death, son. They shall not be lamented, neither shall they be buried.
Because nobody not going business about a dead body. You know, when shit hit the fan and chaos taking place, you know, all around you. You're going to hand the move. Step over dead body.
If they not eat dead body, them not care yet.
God, you're going to have eat it.
Right.
That's what I mentioned.
And what written there is written all over the scripture. You have different prophecies telling that this is going to happen, especially in 2 Ezra 16. You know, the same 2 Ezra say, just bring out. Right. Said, the dead bodies are there on the streets like dung, and nobody now there to comfort them.
Right.
See?
Exactly.
Basically, that's what's coming. And the Lord say every word what him say, out of his mouth shall go forth, and the return void unto him.
Right, now return void.
It accomplish what him sent it to do.
Right.
And that is the word of the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yeshai. See?
But they shall be as dung upon the face of the earth, and they shall be consumed by the sword and by famine.
By what? Famine. And famine, as the brother of the scripture earlier, and we start the video. Isn't it? Many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine. So a lot of people are going to die of famine, and famine is a terrible way to die. What?
And their carcasses shall be meat for the fowl of heaven and for the beasts of the earth.